Gizzo, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man, you can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in, so let's get right into it. Now listen, man, you already know time, energy, the highest forms of currency. Time and energy are the highest forms of currency. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that moolah, getting to that guap, that paper, stacking that dough, that cheese, that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currencies, my G's. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's highly invested in Grown Man Business TV. We are growing this channel organically. Yeah, constant elevation. We are on our way to the top. We are not stopping. 29,000 subscribers, on our way to 30K. You already know how I'm giving it up. Even bigger salute to all the newcomers, all the new investors, all the new subscribers. Man, you wouldn't believe the analytics are sky high. Big salute to everybody that's making their way to the realest channel on YouTube, making their way to Grown Man Business TV. Listen, man, I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. I'm the only one in this lane. So big salute to the chat. Big salute to my big wrenches. Big salute to everybody that's locked in. I want to say this before we get into the title, before we get into the thumbnail, because you already see where we going with this. You already see where we going with this. Listen, man, when you standing on business, when you standing on business in the face of the evils, in the face of the higher ups and the elites, they gonna shadow ban you. They gonna try to hide you. You understand? It's obstacles. There's so many different situations and different tools that they use to try to muffle the truth. They don't want a strong black heterosexual, a strong black man that's the head of his family, that's heterosexual, that's not Saucy Santana, that's not Lil Nas X. They don't want this type of power, this type of voice talking to you. So what you got to do is hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you are in tune. Make sure your notifications are on, because it's getting real. It's going to get deep. It's going to get wicked. And it's always deeper than rap when it comes to what's going on in the energies. Yeah. The powers that be. Yeah, they paying attention to Grown Man Business TV. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. So listen, man. Fat Joe. Yeah, I said that. I said it how I wanted to say it. I did it how I wanted to do it. Knock-kneed Fat Joe has made an announcement. When Fat Joe got up out of his bed today and those knees started knocking, because his knees knock. Number one chief rocker, them knees is knocking. Flo Joe. Yeah. He said, and he wanted to let the people know that he's stepping down from, being a host of the BET Music Awards. Fat Joe, the one that got a problem with FBA, the one that got a problem with strong black men in America speaking how we feel, telling the truth about hip hop, the inception of hip hop. That same beluga whale. Salute the Cuban links. I had to take that. I got to use that. The same pale beluga whale with the knock knees said that he got to step down, and he's passing the torch to 2 Chainz. Now, I want y'all to sit with that for just 2 seconds. Fat Joe, knock-kneed Fat Joe, said that he's stepping down as the host of BET Music Awards. He's passing the mic. He's passing the torch to 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. I want y'all to let that resonate real quick, homie. I want y'all to let that resonate in your mind. I want you want that to sizzle in your spirit, what I'm telling you. Because it's a hell of a feat. It's a hell of a feat. And you already know, we gonna play the footage. We gonna let them do what they do. We gonna let them talk how they talk. Knock-kneed Fat Joe. We gonna let him say what he gotta say. But one thing for sure, 2 things for certain, it's FBA versus everybody. It's FBA versus everybody. And the one thing they fear is grown men that stand on grown man business, heterosexual black men speaking our mind, using our voices. Because as soon as we start shaking the room, as soon as we start moving the crowd, as soon as we start sparking the brain of these young shooters and these young black men, They got a problem on their hands. Because after we spark the brain of these young black shooters, after we start shaking the room, after we start moving the crowd, now we can convince the black women and we can control the black dollar. Now listen, I don't want to go too fast. I don't want this to go over your head or under your bridge, but we're going to talk about all of this. Because it get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. The higher-ups and the elites pulled Fat Joe. They said, Fat Joe, we need you to get your knee-knocking self in this office. Yeah, we need to talk to you, Fat Joe. They heard the knees knocking coming up the hallway. Yeah, when Fat Joe walked through the door, they heard his knees knocking. Sit down, Fat Joe, we need to talk to you. Well, what's going on? Listen, man, you done ran your mouth a little bit too much. You done stirred the pot. You know those broke black people that you was talking about? You know Tariq, Nasheed, and whoever these people, FBA, you know who you was talking about? Well, they done start speaking out, homie. They starting to stand on business. You got to step down. We gonna give it to 2 Chainz. Yeah, 2 Chainz, he got dreadlocks. He's a black man. You gotta know something. Viacom don't care who is the host. Viacom only cares about the bottom line. Viacom only cares about the dollar. So for you to have to step down is letting me know we affecting the bottom line, Fat Joe. We're going to talk about that as well. Big salute to the chat. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But we standing on business. I want to let y'all know something before we get at this knock-knee Latino by the name of Fat Joe. I want to let y'all know that 2025 is a powerful year. If you haven't been paying attention, it's a lot going on in the world right now. The evils are working. The evils are playing chess at the highest level right now. You got wildfire out there in California burning down all the houses. You got a madman in New Orleans running over pedestrians. You got mass shootings out in New York City. You got tornadoes. You got hurricanes. I'm trying to tell you something. And even me, Grown Man Business TV, I'm feeling the pressure. I'm more like Job when it come to this. I'm like the book of Job when it come to this. The evils is looking at Grown Man Business TV and saying that's a righteous man. Oh, you got a righteous man? You got a powerful, heterosexual black man that's the head of his family on YouTube speaking out? You got a righteous man? Well, listen, God, we want to touch him. We don't believe the hype. We think that Grown Man Business TV will bend, break, and fold if we put him in front of the light. If we put him in front of the temptation. And the Most High said, listen, you can't touch Grown Man Business TV. Yeah, he got that aura. He's shining. He glowing like Bruce Leroy and them. You can't touch Grown Man Business TV. But guess what? Go over there and test them. Go over there and present some temptations. Let's see if Grown Man Business TV is going to bend, break, and fold under the pressure. But you can't kill him. You can't touch him. I'm like Job when it comes to this YouTube thing. We going to talk about Fat Joe. We going to talk about this knock-knee Latino. But I need to tell you something. Just like Job, the evils is all around me, homie. The evils is testing me. The evils is attacking everything around me, trying to make me bend, break, and fold. We done reached the level with this independent content creating. We done reached the level with this YouTube thing where now the evils are paying attention to Grown Man Business TV. And before we get into a knock-knee Fat Joe, I'm here to tell you, stay down, at all times. Get down or lay down. And if you lay down, you gonna stay down. And I ain't gonna bend, break, or fold. Yeah, my spidey senses is moving. The downloads is downloading. And you can't stop this. The evils can't stop this. So the things that I'm singing to y'all, the information that I'm bringing to y'all, the voice that I'm giving to y'all, it's a threat to the establishment. It's a threat to the higher-ups and the elites. It's the one thing that they are highly afraid of. A young black man with a powerful voice that don't bend, break, and fold, that don't move like Saucy Santana and them. The head of my household. So Fat Joe is stepping down as the host of the BET Music Awards. Why is that? Well, let's see, man. Let's let Fat Joe tell y'all what's going on. All right? And then we gonna move forward with this. But I had to give y'all that download that's downloading. If you don't know about the book of Job, if you don't know who Job is, then I suggest you go do your research. Everything around Job crumbled because Job was the only righteous man in the matrix. Righteous, pure intentions. He lost all his cattle, all his friends. The devil was working overtime. And I'm telling you that the evils are in this live chat. The evils are focused. The evils have talked to God and said, listen, we want to test your man, homie. We want to test Grown Man Business TV. Hey, listen to me. I got celebrities reaching out to me now. The very people that I've been talking down on. The very people I've been exposing. The very puppets that work for the higher-ups and the elites is in my DMs now. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You are now tapped in to the realest on YouTube, the illest. Yeah, I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. Let me digress. I got a lot to tell y'all. I got a lot of downloads that are downloading. I'm only a vessel, homie. I'm human. I'm only a vessel. So I gotta actually slow my brain down to download these downloads and deliver them to my people, homie. Big salute to the chat, man. Hit the like button, man. Tap into the realest on YouTube. Let's look at this.
A legend here.
You know, thank you. I've resigned as host of the BET Hip Hop Awards because real shit. 2 Chainz said I've been monopolizing. So he said, yo, let me host. I know I could be a good host. I said, you know what, my brother? You could be the host next year. You know, thank you. I've resigned as host of the BET Hip Hop Awards because real shit. 2 Chainz said I've been monopolizing. So he said, yo, let me host. I know I could be a good host. I said, you know what, my brother? You could be the host next year.
He passed the torch officially?
Yeah. The 2 Chainz. I mean, BT don't know that. You know,
Now let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You really think that 2 Chainz telling Fat Joe, knock-kneed Fat Joe, that he been monopolizing? That he been monopolizing and he should let me? Nah, homie. It ain't that easy. It ain't that easy. The higher-ups and the elites pulled the string. Viacom said, listen, Fat Joe, your knees is knocking and your knock is kneeing, and we ain't going to be able to allow you to move forward. The pressure is building up. FBA voice is speaking louder and louder. And it ain't no way we going to be able to let a knock-kneed Latino host the BET, the Black Entertainment No, it don't work like that. So now you on YouTube, you on social media, and you trying to save face. And see, back in the day, Fat Joe, you would have been able to get that off, homie. They would have got that through the algorithm. But independent content creators, FBA, we are not going for it. So we not gonna let you slide that under the rug, little homie. Fat Joe, you a little homie. Where your boss at? Let me talk to Viacom. Lil Joe, hey, I'm gonna start calling you Lil Joe. Even though ain't nothing little about you. FBA is speaking louder and louder. And I told y'all, it's FBA. It's Foundational Black Americans versus everybody. First everybody, homie. And for you to disrespect our culture and then think that you was going to be the host of the Black Entertainment Music Awards, you got to be out your cotton-picking mind, Fat Joe. Fat Joe, you got to be out your cotton-picking mind, homie, to think you was going, nah, we ain't going for that. And we ain't even scratched the surface yet. We ain't even scratched the surface. Because I'm going to tell y'all what need to happen next. I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to show y'all how to take this to the next level. Fat Joe is a crumb on the dinner table. Knock-knee Fat Joe is a crumb on the dinner table. He's a crumb, homie. Jay-Z, a crumb. Puff Daddy, a crumb. The higher-ups and the elites, those the big dogs. Those the grizzly bears. The pups don't get to eat until the big dogs eat first. You already know come on, man, you know the order of things. Fat Joe, you was easy work, homie. What you talking about, GMB TV? Well, hold up. Slow it up. Let me let knock-knee Fat Joe finish saying what he was saying. Let me let knock-knee Fat Joe continue lying, talking about he passed the torch. No, you got moved out of position. Knock-knee Fat Joe, you got moved out of position, homie. You didn't pass nothing. Oh, yeah, the voice is more powerful than CNN. This voice, Grown Man Business TV, is more powerful than Fox News. My voice is more powerful than DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God playing butt tag on the Breakfast Club every morning on your morning radio. Grown Man Business TV, my voice is powerful. That's why they want to muffle it. That's why they want to hide it. That's why they want to shadow ban it. But we ain't worried about none of that. Big salute to the chat. Hit that like button, subscribe button. You in tune with the realest.
Thank you. I've resigned as host of the BET Hip Hop Awards because real shit. 2 Chainz said I've been monopolizing, so he said, "Yo, let me host. I know I could be a good host." I said, "You know what, my brother, you could be the host next year."
You passed the torch officially?
Yeah. The 2 Chainz. I mean, BET don't know that.
So hold up, knock-knee Fat Joe. Now it's my brother. That's what you telling me. Now it's my brother. You know 2 Chainz is FBA, right? You know 2 Chainz is Foundational Black American, right? See, when you get these culture vultures and they come into our culture and they make all of this money, if you let them talk long enough, what you will realize is they don't even know who or what they are dealing with. You know, the vulture don't know how the corpse got there. The vulture just gonna come and eat. What you talking about, GMB? Where you going with this? Well, now it's my brother. Yo, my brother. Yo, 2 Chainz, I resign. You resign? Nigga, this ain't a presidential election. This not a CEO. You not a CFO of a company. I resign. Man, come on, homie. Hey, boy, you better, boy, hey, I'm gonna get at you. Hey, Fat Joe, we getting at you. This is FBA versus everybody. And before you get to talking about my brother, You might want to go get those knock knees fixed, homie. Your knees is knocking. You might, boy, we gonna talk about that BBL you got. Yeah, Fat Joe, we gonna talk about that BBL. We gonna talk about all of that. My brother this, and now it's my brother. When we speak out, we get you moved out of position. We affect the bottom line and get that money taken out your pocket because they ain't gonna pay your knock-kneed ass for no hosting that you ain't hosting. Now it's my brother. But when you thought you was the man, when you thought you had some leverage, when you was trying to convince people that y'all had something to do with, come on, homie, now it's my brother. Well, what about this, Fat Joe? When you was talking like this, what?
These rumors were made by radical black racists. Let's just say that. Okay? It's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't down with them. Right. Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't black American.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say their name? We're going to give them too much clout.
I mean,
foundational black authority, whoever these broke niggas is. And then is to attack everybody on Twitter. You see this nigga who run them? Like, your leader? Oh, man, you got to be kidding me, man. And so they trying to change the narrative. They're not from New York.
Right.
So they telling a whole nother story. Let's start by it.
Or we gonna break that down. Now it's my brother. Now it's my brother. A couple of weeks ago, you was talking real fly and flashy out there with you already know how I feel about Mav Hoffa. I want to do a live about Mav Hoffa, but he striked my channel before. Mav Hoffa working with the federales. Mav Hoffa is working with the YouTube feds, the federales. Mav Hoffa is so I don't expect more or nothing from Mav Hoffa. A grown man that was having an affair with a stud. A grown man like Mav Hoffa laying down with a Javante Misfit Tank Davis. So we supposed to feel some type of way when you laying down with a battle rapper, a stud female, a bulldogger that looked like Javante Tank Davis in the face. But let's stay right here with knock-kneed Fat Joe. Because this ain't about you. Hey, Mav Hoffa, this ain't about you. But don't ever think I forgot, Mav Hoffa. You was creeping on your old lady. You was beating on your old lady, allegedly, to go slide in the bed with a stud, with a bulldogger. Oh yeah, Mav Hoffa, I got something coming for you too, real soon. Don't you ever worry about that. I call her Misfit Javante Tank Davis. The battle rapper Misfit, I call her Misfit Javante Tank Davis. Cause Shorty built like Javante Tank Davis. But Fat Joe, you was talking real greasy, homie. Now it's my brother. Now it's my brother this and it's my brother that. Now, I wanna dissect what Fat Joe was just talking about. Fat Joe said some things in this, in this clip right here that really alarmed me, resonated with me. And I wanted to be able to correct it, and I wanted to be able to put my print on this. When you got a knock-kneed Latino like Fat Joe running his mouth about FBA, right? But hold on. I want to show y'all something. Big salute to the chat, man. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button, B. Let's stop playing games, man. Let's stop playing games. When I tell y'all that Mav Hoffa was laying down with Javante Misfit Tank Davis, this what I'm talking about. This who Mav Hoffa was cheating on his old lady with. This man right here. Mav Hoffa, you got some explaining to do. Man Hoffa, you got some explaining to do, my boy. So you mean to tell me we supposed to believe a battle rapper that was creeping out with a misfit Javante Tank Davis, laying down with a stud? You wasn't moving her panties to the side. You was moving her boxer briefs. You was moving her boxer briefs to the side. I'm almost convinced that misfit Javante Tank Davis was doing something. She was strapping you on, Mad Hoffa. Yeah. I don't think you was. I think she was laying the pipe, Mad Hoffa. Because those ain't no goddamn way you knocking no boots right here. It ain't no boots to knock. That's a grown ass man, Mad Hoffa. Where the boot? What is you knocking? What is you hitting right here, Mad Hoffa? Explain yourself. You're gonna explain yourself, Mad Hoffa. Right now, I'm talking about knock me, Fat Joe, but I got something for you, Mad Hoffa. Because ain't no man, ain't no heterosexual man laying down with misfit Javante Tank Davis. Ain't no heterosexual man gonna lay pipe to that. I'm not done with you, Mad Hoffa. And the fact that you let Knock Me Fat Joe come on your platform, oh, and he was talking real greasy. Let me know. Not only are you a bisexual man, but you are also a puppet for the higher ups and the elites. You wanna, I'm gonna talk more about Mad Hoffa and Fat Joe. Because one thing y'all both got in common is y'all both got sexual assault charges on your record. Mad Hoffa got multiple accusations of sexually assaulting and taking advantage of women. Fat Joe as well has multiple accusations of sexually assaulting women and taking advantage of women. I'm going to do a whole live stream on you, Mad Hoffa, courtesy of Grown Man Business TV. Courtesy of yours truly, homie. Yeah, y'all didn't know that. Y'all didn't know that Mad Hoffa was accused of raping a young black woman. You didn't know that Fat Joe has accusations of sexually assaulting women. You came to the right place. This is Grown Man Business TV, where I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. Well, let's talk about Fat Joe. Knock Me Fat Joe said it's a bunch of radicals. It's a bunch of radicals out here talking about this and talking about that. Well, I'm going to tell you something, Fat Joe. That's something I can agree with you. FBA, Grown Man Business TV, I'm a radical, homie. I'm not the bend breaking fold type of black man. I'm a radical. So you was 100% right about that. You was 100% right, homie. I'm passionate about this. I'm a radical. I'm not the one bending, breaking, and folding, trying to kumbaya with you, homie. I'm the one telling you ain't no black and brown unity. Until y'all take it and bring it to the table and we have that conversation, it ain't no black and brown unity. We created hip hop. Y'all saw an opportunity. Y'all became opportunists and y'all got in and y'all got rich on our culture. You looking at a radical, boy. You looking at somebody that is not playing with you. Your knock knees, homie, listen, man. Your arms is too short to box with God, boy. And your knock knees won't let you run. It's a war going on outside, and your knock knees won't let you run fast enough. Yeah, we applied that pressure. Let's let Fat Joe talk a little more. Listen to this.
These rumors were made by radical black racists.
Radical black racists. That's where I disagree. I concur. Fat Joe. The whole racist issue. Oh man, you thought we didn't catch that? Black racist? Come on, son. Come on, little homie. Ain't no such thing. Ain't no such thing as a black racist. You talking about the same people that Big Pun paid homage to for accepting Boricua? Hey, hold up. So you telling me the same black people that accepted you, accepted your family, made you rich, now we racist. We racist because we correcting you. We racist because we not gonna let you come and steal out our culture, take credit for something you didn't do. Now we racist for that. Hey, listen to me, baby. I got something for you. Hold on. So we racist. These same people.
One of the lines that made the song so famous is when I go Boricua, Morena, and Boricua means Puerto Rican and black woman. That's like my love to the music, you know? My love to thank you to the black people for accepting Boricua. Thank you to the black people for accepting Boricua. Thank you to the black people for accepting Boricua.
So, your boss, your ghostwriter, your homie, R.I.P. to Big Pun, R.I.P. to the legendary Big Pun, is telling you that he's paying homage to black people, and he's thankful for the same racist black people for accepting him and accepting Boricua within our culture, giving y'all an opportunity to get rich. See, really, I'm gonna tell you something. You supposed to have hand and feet put on you in that barbershop, Fat Joe. You supposed to have hand and feet put on you in that barbershop. But you know, when you got when you got a rainbow member like Mad Hoffa sitting across from you, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But it was a lot of people in that barbershop, and somebody was supposed to stand on business. Somebody, Gat Murder. Yo, I'm gonna tell you something, Gat Murder. You a whole hoe out here, homie. Gat Murder is a whole hoe out here for not checking that. And I said it right here on the platform. You don't like it, get at me. You don't like it, holla at me, homie. And we could talk this out. We could figure this out. But in my eyes, in my perspective, Gat Murder's a whole hoe out here, just like Mad Hoffa, for letting knock-kneed Fat Joe run his mouth like that and not going in it. I'm telling you to go in his mouth. Yeah, I'm a radical. You get to talking like that, go in his mouth. Stacy Galore, salute. You know we appreciate that 5-piece nugget. What you talking about? Being overweight and obese can put extra pressure on the knees, contribute to knock knees. Exactly. Being overweight and obese definitely contributes to the knock knees syndrome. You know when your knees is knocking. Oh, it's knock knees in all cultures. Rick Ross got knock knees. This don't just go to Latino. I'm talking to Fat Joe right now, but Rick Ross got the same issue. Shannon Sharp got the same issue. When Shannon Sharp hopped his ass out that truck, his knees was knocking. When Rick Ross hopped out that Phantom, his knees was knocking. But right now, I'm talking about knock-knee Fat Joe with the BBL and all that. Gat Murder, you a whole hoe out here. Just like your co-host, just like your boss, Mad Hoffa. Whole hoes out here. Yeah, I said that. Talk to him, Pun.
Just when I go Boricua, Morena, and Boricua means Puerto Rican and black woman. That's like my love to the music, you know? My love to the thank you to the black people for accepting border equality. Thank you to the black people for accepting border equality. Thank you to the black people for accepting border equality.
Thank you to black people for accepting Boricua. And then you got your boy. You got your boy talking crazy about them same black people. The beautiful thing is we are at a day and age with technology where I can directly correct you, Fat Joe. I can directly in real time check you, homie. I don't need the help of the industry to put you in your place, homie. I don't need the industry. I don't need a record deal. I don't need A&Rs. I don't need them Jewish people. I don't need the higher-ups and the elites to get my word and my message across. You gonna stand on this, or you, man, listen, man. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. But we ain't playing about this no more. Jay, salute that, man. Salute that. Highly appreciate that 10-piece nugget. Always. I've already understood. I had an awakening. 2025, I'm getting back to this. We're going to talk celebrity talk. We're going to talk higher-ups in the elites. But the culture is first. It's FBA versus everybody. And we'll put any of you people in your place. Any of you. I'm talking from the Latino culture. I'm talking Africans. I'm talking Jamaicans. I'm talking Haitians. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You play with this, you're going to get down, and you're going to lay down. And after you lay down, we're going to make sure you stay down. We're going to make sure of that. Let's listen to more. Let's listen to some more of this nonsense, this rhetoric. Listen to this.
Let's just say that.
Oh, shit, hold on, my bad. I can't. You already know how YouTube like to, hold on. You already know how YouTube like to do. Let me make sure I got this right. Yeah. Big Pun said Boricua, Bodera. That's for black women and Puerto Rican women. Let me tell you something before we get into Fat Joe, right? Big Pun was the conduit. Big Pun was the connection. Big Pun was the Boricua, was the Puerto Rican that was going to be able to bridge the gap between black and brown. Because Boricua, because Big Pun, because this Puerto Rican, he led with respect. He paid homage to black people for accepting Boricua into our culture so that y'all could get rich, wealthy, so y'all could feed y'all family. He respected that. That's grown man business. That's grown man business. So I pay homage to what Big Pun did. I salute Cuban Link. We gonna have a conversation. Big salute to Cuban Link, man. You know, I'm gonna send him the link. I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna make sure it's official. And the next time I get on this topic, Cuban Link will come into this live and he will speak his piece, because we cannot allow Fat Joe to speak for Latinos like that, to disrespect. Yo, Fat Joe is dirty in the water for all these Latinos that love black people, that love our culture, that recognize and understand and exactly know that we made hip hop, like Big Pun, like Cuban Link. Cuban Link already said, yo, that's black people music. We just got involved with it. They embraced us. So it ain't no reason. And the only reason why Fat Joe is the leader is because the higher up and elites made him the leader. And we're going to talk more about that. How you think Fat Joe got in position? Here's what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to Cuban Link. Again, I'm telling you, this platform is skyrocketing. It's so many people that's in tune with this information. It's so many people that appreciate what I do. Every time I give y'all this dope straight off the brick into the bottles. Every time I do it, I don't step on it. I don't add baking soda. I don't add quad 9. I'm not tap dancing on this information. I'm going to give it to you pure. So salute to Cuban Link. Yeah, we going to bring Cuban Link on the platform. And we gonna talk black man to Boricua, grown man to grown man. And he's gonna be able to explain, and he's gonna be able to, clear the water, clear the air. Yeah, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Big salute to the chat. Hit that like button. Stop playing. Hit that like button.
That don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't down with them. Right. Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't black American.
Listen how silly he sound. Now, Knock Knee Fat Joe just said, we don't want to hear Jamaican. We don't want to hear Haitian. We don't want to hear Guyanese. And then out the same mouth, off the same tongue, he said, they don't want to hear no black man that's not like them. Because like Kendrick Lamar said, they not like us, Knock Knee Fat Joe. The same way a Cuban is not a Puerto Rican and a Puerto Rican is not a Mexican, a Haitian is not a FBA. A Jamaican is not a FBA. A Guyanese is not a FBA. They only want to hear people. We don't care. We want to hear all of y'all respect and pay homage to black people, foundational black Americans, for creating hip hop the same way Big Pun did. So until you do that, yeah, we don't want to hear none of that. And we not standing for it. And you not hosting no BET Awards. What we talking about, man?
With these guys.
You want me to say their name? We're going to give them too much clout. I mean, foundational black authority, whoever these broke niggas is.
It's foundational black Americans. Don't confuse the authority with American. The reason why it's foundational black American is because we are indigenous to this very land that your knock knees ran to. You, your culture, your family got on that banana boat and came to America, where the foundational black Americans are. Yeah, you got your ass on a banana boat respectfully, and you came over here, B. So don't play in our face. And ain't nothing broke about us, boy. Ain't nothing broke about this. You are so broke, Fat Joe, that all you got is money. That's something that came from our culture. That's a quotable that came from our culture. You are so broke, Fat Joe, that all you got is money. You ain't got good health. You got knock knees. You got a BBL. Your culture don't make... Why you don't go host the Puerto Rican Entertainment Awards? Why you don't go host the Latino Entertainment, the LET, the Latino Entertainment Awards? Why you don't go? Because you ain't even got that. Your culture ain't got enough prestige to have an award show for it. And I got to talk like this because I can't be nice about this. I can't sit back and talk nice. And no, I got to talk like this because you talking like that. These broke ziggers. What? Somebody should have went in your mouth for saying zigger. Gat Murder, you should have, but Gat Murder probably an African or a Haitian. Gat Murder ain't even black. Gat Murder is a Guyanese or a Jamaican. Gat Murder ain't even black. But you said zigger? These broke ziggers? Somebody should have went. I would have went in your mouth, Fat Joe, guaranteed. I would have went in your mouth, boy. Yeah. I would have put those knock knees to work. You would have had to stand up on those knock knees and you would have had to show and prove, homie. Because my knees don't knock. I ain't had my knees knock a day in my life. So I'm a take you down, dude. I'm gonna put hand and feet on you, boy. I would have went in your mouth. talking about, man? What we talking about? This what they fear. This what they scared of. Heterosexual black men that's the head of their household, that stand on business, that'll go in your mouth. Your culture ain't got enough prestige to have an award show based around it. You thought we just made the BET Awards because, no, we got enough culture that a whole award show needs to be circled and centered around it. Crazy, man. These dudes is crazy, homie. You can't be serious.
And they finished to attack everybody on Twitter. You see this nigga who run them? Like, your leader? Oh, man, you gotta be kidding me, man. And so they try.
Tariq Nasheed is not the leader of FBA. FBA is a culture. We don't have no leaders, homie. We got kings. We got God bodies. We are made in the image of. We don't got no leader. Tariq Nasheed is just a prevalent voice in this culture. And even Tariq Nasheed, you not going to disrespect that. Tariq Nasheed will go in your mouth, homie. Tariq Nasheed will go in your, boy. And you not going to do it on my watch. Big salute to Tariq, man. Stay on their neck. Keep a foot in a boot on these tethers. That's what he like to call y'all, tethers. That's what he like to call y'all. I'm willing to lay it all down for the lineage. I'm willing to lay it all down. My family come from South Carolina. You know, the Geechee tribe and all that. Fat Joe, you from Puerto Rico, homie. You on foreign land. The leader. We don't got no leader, baby. We strong. And you ain't got no coach. Boy, your culture don't. Hey, bro, hey, I got to get Cuban Link in here. Because I got to have a real stand-up man to speak on this. Because you being, so you telling me, right? Big salute to the chat. So you telling me this your leader. This your leader right here. Latino community. BBL Drizzy right here is your leader. Yo, you got a botched surgery right there, B. You got a botched surgery. You should have went to Colombia, homie, and got that BBL done. Your knees is touching right here. But you talking about Tariq Nasheed? Nigga, this your leader? With the knock knees and the BBL? Yeah, South Carolina. You know, when I was a kid, my grandmother, she told me her grandmother wasn't from Africa. You got to understand, that's hundreds of years of history right there. When my grandmother told me her grandmother or her great-grandmother was from South Carolina, none of them came over here on a banana boat. None of them came over here on a slave ship. So when I talk about my lineage, I stand on that. This shit go for Africans, Haitians, knock-kneed Latinos like Fat Joe. Nigga, you crazy? That's your leader? Yeah, nigga, this your leader right here. Before the BBL, after the BBL. Look at his stomach right there. Before the BBL right there. Look at his stomach. After the BBL. Before the BBL, after the BBL. After the BBL. Again. Before the BBL. Before the BBL. After the BBL. Pride is the devil. I think it got a hold on me. Pride is the devil. It done left so many RIPs. Pride is the devil. I've been really listening to that all season. You know, that J. Cole all season been on rotation lately. When you got a Fat Joe, a knock-knee Latino like Fat Joe, like Don Cartagena, out here getting BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. Got a whole bot surgery trying to talk fresh about, come on, boys, you crazy? You out your cotton picking mind, boy.
Trying to change the narrative. They're not from New York.
Right.
So they telling a whole nother story. Let's start by this. These rumors were made by radical black racists. Let's just say that. Okay? It's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't down with them.
Right.
Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't black American.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say their name? We're going.
Let's talk about that. A-Stack, let's talk about that. You was raised by a... Let's start from the beginning. You say you grew up in the projects. But let me give you some game on that. Before y'all came over here on those banana boats, before your ancestors came to the Americas from Puerto Rico, right? Before y'all left y'all country and y'all came to America, we was in the projects already. Those was all projects. There was only black people in the projects and a couple of like dirty Irish, you know that dirty Mike, that white boy that lived amongst us. We had a couple of dirty Irish people that lived amongst us in these projects. Even Usitica Village, Central Park, also was a black village. It was a black community. So when y'all came to America, when y'all got off that banana boat, your ancestors, black people, foundational black Americans, we accepted y'all in the projects. We accepted y'all, homie. Y'all was poor people. Y'all came over here. And we said, "No, Poppy, come. You good, Poppy. You can, it's okay. It's unity, Poppy." Because we didn't know that y'all had a racist, we didn't know y'all had an underlying disdain for us. We didn't know that yet. Right? So now you saying that, you grew up with a black stepmother. And I wouldn't care if she was actually your mother. If let's just say she was your mother, but you saying it's your stepmother, right? With that being said, you should have enough respect out of your own. You supposed to have had enough respect for your black stepmother to never say zigga out your mouth. You supposed to have enough respect for your stepmother to never say zigga out your mouth. But I'm going to give you some game on where the confusion come in at. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. Everybody in the world, if they want to admit it or not, want to be black people. They want to dance like black people. They want to dress like black people. They want to swag like black people. They want a beard like black people. They want to rap like black people. They want to emulate the struggle and the culture of black people. But they all have a underlying disdain, an underlying hate for black people. So what happens is, and I talked about this in my last live stream, it's a mental disorder that you guys have where you want to call yourself a nigga, a zigger, But at the same time, you hate this, you hate the same people you emulate. And again, I'm gonna bring, matter of fact, how about this, right? Big salute to the chat. I love this. We gon' because we talked about, you know, Fat Joe stepping down, but we gonna go deeper into this. You call yourself Zigga, at the same time, not fully loving black people, the actual Ziggas in this. We the actual Ziggas. That's our thing. The Negro farmer. It was Negro farmers here before y'all ever even thought to come here. It was Negro farmers. So we been Negroes. We been Ziggers. You got Asian people calling themselves Zigger. You got Chinese, you got white people. All at the same time hating Ziggers. Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about this, B. Let's be 100% honest and real about this. But I'm going to give you some game on this. Big salute to, you know, again, big salute to Cuban Link, man. I really want to, hold on. Big salute to the chat. Hit that like button, man. Let's see something real quick. I ain't even going to be able to find it. Damn. Cuban Link recently did a live on he did a live stream where he was talking about how Latino people use the word Zigga. How sometimes they use it as a racial slur and sometimes they use it as a word of endearment. And I really appreciate him for admitting that. He admitted it. You know what I'm saying? And when I bring him on his channel, we're gonna rehash that. We're gonna kind of talk about that. And I'm gonna bring that up and I want him to furthermore explain that for the viewers. So I ain't reaching at all. I'm giving you this pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles. You used to this dope being stepped on. A-Stack, salute to you. But you used to some FBA members letting you get away with saying the Zigga word. You used to some FBA members saying, oh, it's okay, A-Stack, you good. You grew up in the projects with us. You amongst us. But imagine if we walked around and just called y'all wetbacks and started calling y'all weird names and imagine if that was just a normal thing. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You got to stand on business about this. And one thing I'm sure and 100% sure about, A-Stack, if you got a Puerto Rican father, I know you stand on business about your Puerto Rican culture. But you saying that you got a black mother. You saying, Zigga, show me that you don't stand on business about your black mother's culture. It show me that your Puerto Rican heritage mean more to you than your black culture. Yeah. Hold on real quick, man. You know, I really wish I could find that. Hold on. Let's see. Nah, that ain't see, I'm trying to find his actual channel. But yeah, it's on his channel, man. And it was pretty dope, actually. You know what I'm saying? To see, and that's why I salute Cuban Link. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, Cuban Link always stood on grown man business and he always stood on his culture. Just like Big Pun. That's cool. If you grew up like that, A-Stack, then you was growing up, you was taught wrong. Only thing happening right now is I'm restructuring your learning, homie. A lot of us, let's get deep into this, right? We all been taught lies. We all been taught lies growing up in America under the higher ups and the elites, under the establishment. We was taught a lot of lies. So one of those lies is that you think you get to say Zigga because you grew up with us. You don't get to say Zigga because you grew up with us, homie. So all I'm doing is helping you relearn. I'm destroying the lie and I'm helping you relearn. That was a lie that was told to you that it's okay because you grew up with us, because your mama black, but your daddy Puerto Rican, that you get to run around and say Zigga. You don't get to do that, homie. This is FBA. If you don't stand on FBA culture, if you didn't have Negro farmers as ancestors, you don't get to say that. And it's consequences and repercussions that come behind that. So if you was in Virginia, A-Stack, you would have been walking around with a lot of black eyes, homie. If you was from where I'm from, because we not like New York. We don't let y'all talk like that without consequences and repercussions. You would have had raccoon eyes you would have grew up with black eyes, homie. And if I was in that barber shop, I would have went in Fat Joe mouth behind that. I would have went in his mouth. I would have went in his mouth about that, boy. China Mac, a China man that sell Chinese food, 4 wings and rice and all that, talking about Zigga this and Zigga that. I would have shoved that 4 wings down his throat. I'm not like, these New Yorkers. We wasn't raised like that. Zip with the drip and all that. China Mac would have said Zigga this or Zigga that, and I would have put 4 wings and rice down his motherfucking throat. Simple and plain. Is you crazy? So don't take it and don't get defensive. Understand right now, you are in tune with a grown-ass man, homie. And I know and I understand that a lot of y'all are not used to listening to a real man talk to you. A real man with a baritone, with an Adam's apple. A real man that I run my house, homie. So don't get defensive. Sit back, relax, catch a contact, sipping cognac. The ones that get this money stacked. Sit back, relax, and catch a contact. Sip some cognac. Oh yeah, that's a part of our culture too. That came out the culture. Salute to Raekwon. Let's talk about this, man.
And foundational black authority, whoever these broke niggas is. And their shit is to attack everybody on Twitter. You see this nigga who run them? Like, your leader? Oh, man, you gotta be kidding me, man. And so they trying to change the narrative. They're not from New York.
Right.
So they telling a whole nother story. Let's start by this. These rumors were made by radical black racist. Let's just say that. Okay? It's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't down with them. Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't black American.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say it there? We're going to give them too much clout. I mean, foundational black authority, whoever these broke niggas is. And their shit is to attack everybody on Twitter. You see this nigga who run them? Like, your leader? Oh, man, you got to be kidding me, man. And so they trying to change the narrative. They're not from New York.
Right.
So they telling a whole nother story. Let's start by it.
I want to say something too, right? I want to say something too. And this is gonna be a shot at New York City, and you can like it, you can hate it. I don't care how you feel about it, but I'm about to send a real direct shot at New York City, the Bronx in particular. We already know that the culture was already here. The culture came from the South, you know, rapping and tapping, spitting and skitting, you know, all that skabobble. You know, we was doing that already, and we already let y'all know that, you know, majority of black people in New York City, their ancestors come from Mississippi, Atlanta, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, you know, Virginia, you know, the Harlem Renaissance is just a whole bunch of Southerners coming up to New York and bringing that swag and bringing that funk and bringing that power with us, right? So I say all that to say this. The term hip hop was created in the Bronx. It was. I gotta admit that the term hip hop, you know, the term that we all hold so near and dear to our heart was created in the Bronx, and it was created in poverty, in, you know, the Bronx, in a bunch of, you know, just poverty-stricken urban communities. The word hip hop was created. But y'all always like to leave out that it was created by a bunch of homosexual men out there in the Bronx. Yeah, the hip hop that y'all say y'all created was created by dudes like Africa Bambaataa. And if, you know, salute to Hassan Campbell for exposing, you know, one of the the forefathers of the term hip hop was created by a bunch of Rainbow Coalition members. You know, yeah, you know, let's look at something real quick. Big salute to the chat. Yeah. Let's look at something. You guys created hip hop. It was a bunch of it was a bunch of village people that created hip hop inside of New York City. Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all some game on this. Oh, I want to show you something. This the part that they like to leave out when it come to hip hop. They always talk about they created it and X, Y, and Z, but they never want to talk about these guys right here. These dudes. These are the guys that created hip hop in New York City right here. This guy. Look at these guys. This is what was going on in the Bronx when hip hop was created in New York City. They was hanging out in the village. They was thiging little kids. They was molesting little boys. They was pop locking and dropping it. And they was boom batting and bat booping. And they was doing hip hop, the hip to the hip hop. You don't stop the rocker to the bang bang boogie to up stop the boogie to the boogie to the boogie to be. They was boogieing the being, all right. They were hipping and hopping. That's what these guys was doing. They was sitting on hips and they was hopping from hips to hips. They was straddling each other. So I don't want you New Yorkers to ever get it confused. Like y'all was just like Rakim and y'all was gangsta. No, y'all was, brother man, let me show you something. Y'all was getting it in out there in New York City. Look at this right here. Look at this. Y'all was doing y'all thing out there. Y'all was doing the Rainbow Coalition before the Rainbow Coalition was the Rainbow Coalition. Y'all was doing homosexual activity. Y'all was dressing up like Africa Bambaataa, creators of the term hip hop out there in New York City. So don't never let these New Yorkers, anytime they say they created hip hop, let them know that a bunch of Zulu nations, the Zulu nation created that. And Hassan Campbell told us what the Zulu nation was doing already. Word to Haas. Hassan Campbell told us already what y'all was doing in those projects out there in New York City. In them big project buildings, y'all was getting it popping. Y'all was pop locking and dropping. Y'all was doing homosexuals. Y'all was doing that already. Y'all was wearing grandma hat. Y'all had grandma church hat on. Yeah. Y'all was wearing grandma church hat in the studio. what y'all? These the guys who created hip hop right here. The Village People. YMCA, you know we kick it at the YMCA. They got everything that a man could look for and get no. That's what y'all was doing. That's what y'all was into. So New York, don't you ever leave out the thighin' that they was doing. They was thighin'. Yo, I'm telling you, B, don't make me do y'all like this, New York City. Don't make me do y'all like this. This is what y'all was doing out there in New York City. Right here, look at this. Hey, yo, bet money that little boy ain't probably but 14 years old. Let me tell you something. Ron B. Stinger Savage told us what the creators of hip-hop in the Zulu Nation was doing. These dudes was letting Ron B. Stinger Savage top them off. They was running trains on Ron B. Stinger Savage. You ever heard of Ron B. Stinger Savage? B. Stinger. He's on YouTube. He's a YouTuber. You niggas was the Village People. You motherfuckers wasn't You wasn't doing what we do. Y'all wasn't like us. We not like y'all. So it was, these dudes wasn't from New York. You fucking right, we wasn't from New York. We wasn't getting it pop locking. We wasn't using Vaseline. We wasn't doing what y'all. Fat Joe was down with the Zulu Nation. Fat Joe was down with Africa Bambaataa. Did you know that? Yo, I can't make this shit up. I can't make this up, B. I'm trying to tell you. I can't make this shit up, B. Fat Joe, talking as greasy as he talking, was hanging out with Africa Bambaataa back in the day. He was a member of the Zulu Nation. And we all know, thanks to Hassan Campbell, that the Zulu Nation was thighin' little boys. The Zulu Nation was having Ron B. Stinger Savage in the apartment, giving fellatio. Fat Joe was down with the Zulu Nation. New York, New York, broom, broom, broom. New York, New York, broom, broom, broom. New York, New York. Before y'all got grimy and gritty, before y'all started boom batting and bam booting, y'all was Africa Bambaataa. Y'all was getting down with the Zulu Nation. It was Surviving the Zulu on Hulu. Hey, somebody get 50 Cent in here. Tell 50 Cent I got an idea for him. Tell 50 Cent I got the next BMF. Tell 50 Cent I got the next power. It's called Surviving the Zulu, officially on Hulu. It's called Surviving the Zulu Nation. Surviving the Zulu, officially and only on Hulu. Tell 50 Cent to get in here. We can get an exclusive deal. We can do 100 million, 200 million with Hulu. And we can start, and we can get Hassan Campbell to star in this movie, and we can get Hassan Campbell to narrate. I want Hassan to narrate this whole series. We gonna use Hassan Campbell's voice in the background as narration. I used to make my way to the corner store to feed my family and get loaves of bread. But on my way to get these loaves of bread, I would see a fun house. It was the Zulu Nation. They had Africa Bambaataa. They had Ron B. Stinger Savage. And they had a fun house in the projects. And every now and then I would go up in that fun house. And Surviving the Zulu, officially on Hulu. Yo, the Zulu Nation. Yo, it was a motherfucking funhouse. Africa Bambaataa was in there. LL Cool J, Fat Joe, Ice-T. All these rappers, Hassan Campbell said he saw in that funhouse. He saw them getting down with Africa Bambaataa. Fat Joe, LL Cool J, Ice-T. I heard Hassan Campbell say these men was partying with Africa Bambaataa. Hassan Campbell said the whole goddamn apartment smelled like Vaseline. Yo, it is what it is, yo. It is what it is, B. It is what it is.
These rumors were made by radical black racists. Let's just say that. Okay? It's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't down with them. Right. Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't black American.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say their name? We're going to give them too much clout. I mean, foundational black authority, whoever the these broke niggas is. And then is to attack everybody on Twitter. You see this nigga who run them? Like,
So you gonna talk like that about foundational black Americans after you used to party with Africa Bambaataa? You survived the Zulu, you survived the Zulu nation. They had a thing for light skins. Africa Bambaataa and the Zulu nation, they had a fetish for light skin. Listen to me. Listen to me. Joey, Hassan Campbell, y'all are that light skin thing. They had a fetish for light skinned little boys and light skinned rappers. LL Cool J, Ice-T. So you gonna talk like that about us after we done, come on, I'm telling you, you was down with the Zulu nation. No wonder your knees is knocking. No wonder at this old age, every time I see you, your knees is knocking because Africa Bambaataa, he was knocking your boots. And anytime you getting your boots knocked, your knees is gonna knock. Fat Joe, Africa Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation was knocking your boots back in the day. How you think you became Flo Joe? Fat Joe was Flo. Yeah, you was flowing, Joe. You was a Flo Joe, all right. Getting your goddamn boots knocked back in the day, and now your knees is knocking. You can't separate your knees. When you stand up, you can't even separate your knees from all that Vaseline, from all that thigh-in you was getting. Fat Joe was being thighed back in the day. Fat Joe was being thighed by Africa Bambaataa, allegedly. And now your knees is touching. You can't get your knee. You can't separate your knees, but you talking about foundational black Americans. You can't stop your knees from knocking, but you talking about foundational black Americans. These broke ziggers. Well, I'd rather be broke than to have my... Yeah, you was getting your boots knocked. Somebody get Fat Joe in here and let him know. We know Africa Bambaataa had a fetish for the light skins and you was getting your boots knocked. Yeah. I ain't got time to play with you, Fat Joe. This is the results of getting your boots knocked by the Zulu Nation. This is a result of being thighed by Zulu Nation, by Africa Bambaataa, by getting your thighs knocked, your knees begin to touching. You couldn't separate, you couldn't separate your knees if you wanted to, Fat Joe. And you talking about FBA? And you got a goddamn botched BBL? They ain't gonna stop this message. Y'all not gonna play with FBA. I don't care. Burna Boy, Tim's, don't get beside yourself. Stay with your Afro beats and all that, and pay homage to black people for stamping it, for making it possible for you to feed your family. Casanet, Busta Rhymes, Knock Knee, Fat Joe. Don't ever get beside yourself. Yeah. You was down with the Zulu Nation. Bambaataa was Bambaatering your backside. Bambaataa was knocking your back out. Bambaataa was knocking your boots. And now your knees is touching and you can't do nothing about it. Don't worry about it. One day we'll look into to Rick Ross and we'll figure out why is Rick Ross knees touching. Every time the bumper clot step out the car, bumper ass Bonty boy. You're a Bonty boy. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. But I feel like that every time. And he's sitting in the chair. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got Fat Joe. You know, he's sitting in the chair. You know, he feeling himself. He got all that Beijing on his goddamn beard. He trying to get one of these, but he don't quite, you know, grow it the right way. That dog fur don't grow. Oh man, let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something, you know. That dog fur don't grow the way he wanted to grow. So he got that dog. We gonna show. I want to show you something. Big salute to the chat. I want you to understand something. I want you to understand something, Fat Joe, is that you better not never, ever open your mouth to play with FBA ever again, homie. My foot is on your, I'm not taking it off the gas pedal. So you got Fat Joe, look at him. Got all that Beijing on his mouth right there. You know what I'm saying? He done cut all that dog fur off right there. He done went bald-headed, and he don't want us to know that this is dog fur, and he got to put all this paint on his face so that he could try to make a beard. He got all this paint. But let me show you something. Let me show you something. Because this what you want, but you can't get that. You ain't FBA, homie. You ain't built like this. But let me show y'all something. This is the real Fat Joe right here. This is the real Fat Joe with the head full of dog. That's a good strand of dog fur right there, Fat Joe. You got a good strand of dog fur going for yourself right there, young Don Cartagena. Why'd you cut it off? Why you ain't let that dog fur do what that dog fur was trying to do? Why you ain't let that dog fur, the way it's trying to dog fur right there? Why did you cut it off? You've been having dog fur all your life, boss. Oh, that's a good strand of dog fur. That dog fur, boy, hey, let me tell you something. You think that dog fur don't smell like quesadillas and tortillas and tequila? You think that dog fur don't smell like Goya? That dog fur smell like quesadillas and tortilla chips. Salsa. The margarina. La vida loca. That dog first smell like the motherfucker. That dog first smell like the la vida loca. Upside, inside out. That dog first stank. Yeah, Stacy Glow highly appreciate that. Yeah, a good strand of dog. I can't make this shit up. A beautiful strand of dog fur right there. Joe Catarina. A beautiful strand of the dog fur is right here for you. But you wanted to fit in with us, Fat Joe. You wanted to fit in. You didn't want to stand out. You wanted to be like us. You wanted to be like FBA. So you went ahead and you cut that dog fur off, and you put that beard oil, and you put that you paint a beard on your goddamn face, boy. You didn't want that dog fur to smell like quesadillas and tortilla chips anymore. You didn't want that dog fur. Come on, man. Don't. You got to understand. The last thing you gonna do is play with FBA. The last thing you gonna do is play with this culture, B. The last thing you gonna do. Hey, Macarena, all right? Hey, Macarena, all right? Fuck out of here, B. You crazy? This is cuatos. Oh. Uno, dos, tres, cuatos. Di cuato, my ring. Fat Joe has officially stepped down from the BET Music Awards. He's no longer the host. Well, now, Fat Joe, I suggest that you go host the Puerto Rican Day Parade. You go host the Puerto Rican Day Parade. You go host the Puerto Rican Awards somewhere, because we ain't got no Puerto Rican awards over here in America. You got to go back to goddamn San Juan. You got to go back to Puerto Rico. You got to go back to Puerto Rico, my friend. You got to go back to Puerto Rico, my friend. My friend. The pressure. When we apply this pressure, when we apply this FBA, Foundational Black American, when we apply this pressure, your knees is going to begin to knock, Fat Joe. We going to knock your knees. Bambaataa was knocking your boots. Now your knees is going to knock. Simple and plain. And we're going to apply more pressure. We're going to stop your album from doing whatever numbers. Your album has bricked. We have made your album brick. Fat Joe just dropped a new album and you ain't heard nothing about it. Yeah, because we standing on that business. Anything you put your hands on, Fat Joe, a TV show, a movie, a radio show, a podcast, we going to wipe you out. We're going to show you that you don't got no power in this. We're going to show you who got the power. Your ass better start going on Mad Hoffa. Yeah, you might want to stay on, do Mad Hoffa show. You might want to interview Javante Misfit Tank Davis. Javante Misfit Tank Davis is right here. That's Misfit right there. That's Mad Hoffa's side piece right there. You New Yorkers got a thing for the Rainbow Coalition. Bambaataa, P. Diddy, Jay-Z, Mad Hoffa, Fat Joe, Surviving the Zulu, officially on Hulu. You New York dudes got a thing for that. Y'all, it's something in the water. It's something in the tap water. I'm telling you something. I suggest y'all stop drinking the tap water out there in New York City. I think y'all need to stop drinking the tap water, and y'all need to back up from the Four Wings and Rice. It's something out there. For a man like Mad Hoffa to be busting this down from the back, let me know you got some sugar in your tank, boy. You sweeter than you sweeter than a sun kiss, boy. Mad Hoffa, I said that. You softer than Dollar Tree. You's a Bonte boy. Gotta have what? Gotta have a hey, you got a roughneck. Mad Hoffa. Mad Hoffa got a beautiful wife, a beautiful girlfriend that's a gorgeous, feminine woman. And Mad Hoffa sneaks out the house at nighttime to go slide on Misfit Javante Tank Davis. And y'all make sure y'all call her Javante. That's Javante Tank Davis right there. That's a grown-ass boxer. That's a national champion boxer. Look at the biceps and triceps right there. Any man that's going to slip out of his old lady and go hit that, go knock the boots of a bulldogger, that's a rainbow, that's a down low, that's one of those, yeah, he's the DL. That's the definition of DL. That's the definition of down low. Keep it on the down low. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's the down low. I got a whole live stream for Mad Hoffa. It's coming. I want y'all to make sure y'all hit the notification. Y'all hit the like. I'm a flame Mad Hoffa. I got a fire live stream for Mad Hoffa. Directed totally for you. Truly yours. And this time you ain't gonna be able to flag my channel, Mad Hoffa. Always remember. Yeah. Yeah, the glizzy pick will be ready. Scott, salute to you. I see you out there. New York City is the only place on the planet where you could buy a glizzy. You could buy a hot dog 24 hours a day. They got hot dog stand, glizzy stands in New York City. You thought that was a coincidence? You thought it was just a coincidence that out there in New York City, you could buy a glizzy any time of night? Oh, extra goddamn mustard on it. Reddish, horseradish. Yeah, horseradish, whatever it is. Extra horseradish and mustard right on your glizzy. Big salute to the chat, man. Listen, man, I want y'all to make sure y'all are locked into the channel. Matter of fact, I want y'all to understand where I'm coming from with this. So I want to let Fat Joe finish his statement, man. Talk to him, Fat.
Your leader, oh man, you gotta be kidding me, man. And so they trying to change the narrative. They're not from New York.
Right.
So they telling a whole nother story. Let's start by this. These rumors were made by radical black racists. Let's just say that. Okay? It's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't down with them.
Right.
Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't black American.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say their name? We're going to give them too much clout.
I mean,
Foundational Black Authority, whoever these broke niggas is.
And then right after that, right? I know, right after he said that, did I get out of there? Damn, I did get out of there. Look at that. Now it's my brother this and my brother that.
As hosted.
Now right after he said that, right? Hold on. Right after he said that, right? Now it's this.
Thank you. I've resigned as host of the BET Hip Hop Awards because real shit. 2 Chainz said I've been monopolizing. So he said, yo, let me host. I know I could be a good host. I said, you know what, my brother? You could be the host next year.
he passed the torch officially?
Yeah. The 2 Chainz. I mean, BT don't know that.
Viacom know that.
Thank you. I've resigned as host of the BET Hip Hop Awards because real shit. 2 2 Chainz said I've been monopolizing. So he said, yo, let me host. I know I could be a good host. I said, you know what, my brother? You could be the host next year.
He passed the torch officially?
Yeah, the 2 Chainz. I mean, BT don't know that. But, you know.
Yeah. Viacom know that though, because Viacom own BET. Now, this is what I want to end with this, and we're going to come back. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. Oh, we got a whole cinco coming, man. Oh, we're going to come back again, Fat Joe. We're not going to let up on you, Fat Joe. Papi, my friend, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. We got a cinco coming, man. You want to make sure you are good. You want to make sure that you tapped into the channel, man. All right? But I want to end with this, right? You got the culture, then you got the music business. BET at one point was a part of the culture. And then the industry and the music business bought BET because you got to control that. That's a powerful part of the culture for black people to have our own channel, have our own awards. Now we got to get that and we got to control that. So Viacom owns BET. You understand me? Viacom was trying to get Fat Joe to host. You know, it's a chess move. The music industry needs the culture to survive. So the music industry is going to put a Jay-Z in position. They're going to put a Fat Joe as a representative for the Latinos. They're going to put this person here and that person there because the goal is to control the culture so that we can rape the culture, for publishing, your IP, all of that good stuff. Fat Joe is a beautiful prime example of the higher ups in the elite saying, okay, we need more than black people. Let's get a leader for the Puerto Ricans and the Latinos. Let's use him for destruction. Let's use him to create chaos. Fat Joe is here to create chaos, not in his culture, but within FBA culture. The higher ups in the elites ain't worried about Haitians. They don't worry about Jamaicans. They don't worry about the majority of Mexicans. They don't worry about Cubans. They don't worry about Dominicans. They don't worry about Puerto Ricans. The higher ups in the elites in the government only focus on black people, FBA. They're not worried about Africans. You never heard the government say, hey, man, we need to control these Africans over here. No, we're talking about like from Ghana and, South Africa, Johannesburg. We need to control these Africans. They're out of control. All these cultures have been demure. That's the new word y'all like to use, right? They have been demasculized. They have demasculated these other cultures, so they don't fear them. But who they do fear is black Americans, FBA, me, us. Every chess move on the board is used to surround us. It's used to stop us. It's used to muffle and shadow ban us. Every move they make. So this whole situation with Fat Joe was just another attempt to take the culture from FBA. Now we're going to use Fat Joe to say that Latinos had something to do with the creation, and that will build a wedge. That will blur the lines of who really created hip hop, and now we can rape hip hop. But what they didn't look at, and how they underestimated is that independent content creators like Grown Man Business TV will grow a channel and build a voice so strong that even they have to listen. Even the celebrities and the puppets get an ear. They get an earful of Grown Man Business TV. And up until this point in present day, they have not figured out a way to stop this shit. So when it comes to Cinco, my friend, the Cinco video, The Cinco live stream, my net live stream is Cinco, my friend. Regarding Fat Joe, we're going to talk more about that. We're going to talk more about the deep-rooted chess moves that are being presented. Why is hip-hop inside the Olympics, but you don't have foundational Black Americans having anything to do with it? You got Dog for having people breakdancing in the Olympics to some hip-hop shit. Dog, I'm talking everybody that's, they pop locking. They pop locking and fucking dropping it with the dog fur everywhere. We are the most powerful, FBA. And whatever we bring to the table is the most lucrative. Whatever we bring to the table is the most dangerous. They don't worry about Puerto Ricans. You ain't never heard the government say, man, we got to watch out for these Latinos, man. The Latinos is getting out of poppy, man. The Latinos want to be white. They marry white. They marry light skin to more light skin to more light skin. They do that on purpose. They don't want to be dark-skinned Latino. They don't want to be dark-skinned Dominican. They want to be as light and as bright as possible. They want to be white. They think I don't see what's going on. You think I don't know what you is, knock-kneed Fat Joe? You think I can't tell you about your culture? Dark-skinned Dominicans get disrespected. Dark-skinned Latinos get disrespected. Dark-skinned Mexicans and Puerto Ricans, they get disrespected. Because their culture is to become as white as possible. The next live stream will be installment number 5. And that's what we're going to go more into. How could you create a culture when you want to be the opposite of the culture? How could you create hip hop when you always wanted to be white, bro? Your mama wanted to be white. Why you think like Fat Joe is so fucking pale? Why you think he's so pale? His skin is, this motherfucker look white. Look at him. Look at him. Look at this nigga. I can't make this shit up. Look at this nigga. Look how white he is. Look how white his skin is. This is the unity they claim to have. Nah, ain't no unity there. Puerto Ricans don't rock with Mexicans. Mexicans don't rock with Dominicans. And Dominicans don't rock with Cubans like that. I'm just the FBA member that's going to shove it in your face, nigga. And tell you to do something about it. Gap Murder, do something about it. Mad Hoffa, do something. Fat Joe, somebody do something about it. So listen, man, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? Now that I got all that out of the way, I kind of want to double back real fast. Since I got everybody in the room, big salute to everybody that's still in the chat. I think we got 128 people in here right now. Earlier in the live chat, I spoke about Job. I spoke about some scriptures in the Bible. I spoke about Job. And I'm going to go deeper into that in the next live stream. But I just need y'all to understand that the evils are working. The evils. Lord, forgive me. I can't die. I can't die. We used to fight for building blocks. Now we fight for blocks with buildings that make a killing. The evils. They working overtime. But I'm covered. I'm protected. But I got to be tested. There is no testimony without being tested. If you've never been tested, you have no testimony. If you've never been tested, there is nothing for you to talk about. You have no game, no knowledge, no wisdom to give the world. But first, you got to be tested. We all want the instant gratification. We want to feel good. We want to feel loved. We want to feel appreciated. We want all these different feelings, right? And then we want to shut down when we get the other feelings, you know, feelings of betrayal, feelings of a Judas in your circle, feeling alive, being lied to, being underappreciated, you know, all these different negative feelings. We run for them. But I'm here to tell you before we leave here is that put your feet in the soil, my G, and accept all feelings. Don't run from the negative feelings and just want to embrace the good feelings. When the negative feelings come, it's all right to be upset. It's all right to be mad. It's all right to want to lash out. But hunker yourself down. You understand? Make yourself small and then feel the betrayal, my G. Feel the lies. Feel the underappreciation. Feel that shit. You gotta feel it. Don't avoid it. Don't run from it. Feel it. Internalize it. And that's what I've been doing. 2025 is, man, like, they want to muffle this voice. They want to muffle this message. They want to stop this shit. They don't want it. They want people like Fat Joe on your platform. They want a motherfucker like Mad Hoffa laying down with Javante Tank Misfit Davis talking to you. And if they can't force me to bend, break, and fold, they want to trick me out of position. They want to tempt me with the fruits of the higher up in the elites. They want to tempt me with the money. They want to tempt me with the celebrity. They want to tempt me. They want me to be everything except exactly what I am right now. As this channel grows, we are becoming very powerful within the algorithm. We are becoming very powerful. Don't worry about the numbers. Just understand that I'm telling you that this channel that you are in tune with, that you are subscribed to, it's no other channel like this. There's no other men on YouTube that is a straight man that's going to give you this game without bending, breaking, and folding. And I'm going to end with this, right? Because I'm going to do a whole live stream on this as well. We thought that was Charleston White. We thought Charleston White was a FBA brother, very knowledgeable, a rebel, right? A radical. And then we saw them break Charleston White. We saw Charleston White hanging out with Aiden Ross, a known homosexual. They got Charleston White on camera in the room with Aiden Ross in a known homosexual. Charleston White, they got him apologizing for the things he said about Asian people. They got him apologizing for the things he said about Jewish people. And now Charleston White is only allowed to disrespect and downgrade black people, his own people. He's only allowed to do that. Charleston White is he's a comedian now. They let him in the industry. They allow him to do his shows and to make money and feed his family. As long as he follows the agenda, causes chaos within. I'm going to really get at Charleston White on this. I'm going to really talk. I think that's going to be my next live stream before I get back on, before I put my boot back on Fat Joe neck. We're going to talk about Charleston White tomorrow. Make sure you hit the likes, the notifications. Make sure you in tune with the channel. We're going to talk to Charleston White tomorrow. Because let's just say F the numbers. F the numbers. F all of that. Charleston White was what I am right now. And I'm not going to bend, break, and fold. I don't want to be a comedian, homie. I'm not here to make you laugh. I'm not no mother. This shit ain't no joke. Charleston White is a fucking comedian now. Charleston, we gonna do that tomorrow. Big salute to the chat. Listen, man, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, man, you could listen, man. You can tap in, you can tap out. But you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. I suggest you tap in. I suggest you tap into this grown man Bennett. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the brick into the bottle. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing and we not dressing nothing up. I'm giving you this game straight raw, my G. Pure dope. Pure dope. We ain't tap dancing. We ain't quinine. We ain't baking soda. We ain't using fentanyl. We ain't doing none of that. Straight off the brick into the bottles. They don't want a grown man to tell you it's all right to show your emotions in private. It's all right to cry. It's all right to feel like this matrix is becoming a little bit too much. It's all right, homie. They don't want me to give you this game. They don't want me to tell you to feel this shit. It's okay. Trust me, homie. Trust me. I'm talking about on one hand, I got lies being told to me. The people closest to me, they lying to me. They misleading me. They taking advantage of my kindness. Motherfuckers close to me. The only way you can have a Judas is due to the people that's close to you. The only way someone could stab you in the back is if they close to you. I got the closest motherfuckers to me lying in my face. That's on one hand. And then on the other hand, I got motherfuckers, all they do is call. Anytime I hear about this money, all they want is money. Ain't no love there. Ain't no love. Ain't no family. Ain't none of that. When I get the text message, I know money's coming behind that. When I get the call, I know you about to ask for money. So on one end, I got niggas stabbing me in my back. The next end, I got motherfuckers lying to me. The next end, I got motherfuckers trying to drain me, trying to drain me dry. On the other end, I got celebrities in my DM. On the other end, I got certain people starting to in tune to the channel. I got the higher ups and the elites trying to figure out any way to break a grown man. But what I'm here to tell you is this. Grown men, we don't bend, break, and fold, homie. We go through the motions. We go through the ups and downs. It ain't nothing you could do to make me degrade myself. It ain't no way you could hurt me, stab me in my back, steal from me, lie to me, mislead me, undervalue me. That's gonna make me sell my integrity and do some whole shit just to get back at you. Nah, that ain't how it work. Just cause you a hoe or you did what you did, don't mean I'ma do it. But when you a man, when you a grown man that's still on grown man business and you understand that, what you now understand is I'm not gonna sell mine. I'm Job. I'ma still thank the Most High for everything I got. I'ma still be grateful, even though you stabbing me, even though you lying to me, even though you trying to drain me dry. I'ma still thank the Most High and be appreciative of what I got. When you don't go tit for tat, when you don't engage with the evils, you have to internalize everything that's happening to you. This the shit they don't want you talking like this. They don't want you, they want you somewhere else. Listening to somebody talk about getting your snot box rocked or something. They don't want me to tell you this. Grown men, we internalize the pain. We internalize the hurt. And either we use it for good, for motivation, and we use it as fuel, or it destroys us as men. One of the things they never expected me to do was to take this world, to take this portal, to take this energy, internalize it, and then give it to y'all right through the phone. They never thought I would do that. They never had somebody do this. Take the pain of I'm a grown man, homie. We no different. I got motherfuckers lying to me. I got motherfuckers stabbing me in my back. Motherfucker look you right in your face, tell you they love you, and then a lie in your face. Right, I'm talking for years, a lie to you. I got motherfuckers that took advantage of my kindness. Now every time I talk to them, it's about money, child support, shit, all kind of shit. And the higher ups and the elites would expect me to bend, break, and fold for a YouTube check. To bend, break, and fold, homie, so they can show y'all. And what I do, I internalize this pain, this poverty and pain. I internalize it. And I get up here and I spit in the face of the higher ups and the elites. I spit in the face of YouTube. I spit in their face. I spit in it. Bro, let me tell you, let me show you something. Salute to the chat before we get up out. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. I spit in their face, homie. Every time, look. I make them pay me every time. Monetization. Here go. This the YouTube. This the studio right here. Look, content. Look, all the videos. Look, all of them. I make them pay me. Everything green. I say what I want. Look, everything green. Everything green. Everything. Look. Every now and then they'll block a video, but you don't hear me complaining about the money because everything is green. Look, let me show you. Look. My shorts. Look, shorts. Everything green. Look. Thousands of views, all of them. Look, all of them, thousands of views. Look, everything green. Look. Look, everything green. So I come up here and tell you I spit in the face of YouTube and make them pay me every time. You gonna get down or you gonna lay down. And if you lay down, trust me, homie, you gonna stay down. Go to work. Go to work. Get your money. Understand that what's going on ain't our fault. We under the hand of the evils is running this earth. We trying to maintain under the hand of the evils. Don't let it get don't let it build up. Figure out a way to internalize this pain that we all feel, son. It's all happening right now. Right now, I'm watching this shit. Every day is something new. I take all that pain, bro. The good pain, the good times and the bad times, and I internalize it and I bring this shit to Grown Man Business TV. It can't be all good all the time. It's a reason why it's a positive and a negative. It can't always be positive. It can't always feel good. Sometimes this shit gonna hurt. And being as though we are not different, we are all the same. That's why y'all rock. I'm telling you, I'm being attacked on all angles right now. All angles, all sides, I'm being attacked. It is what it is. And it'll be what it's gonna be, my G. You know, A-Stack, you know, I see you in the chat and I see my people, you know, see them getting at you. But I want to tell you this, right? And you might not be in tune with the channel, but I always let everybody know this. Grown man business is a universal language, my G. Grown man business is a universal law in all cultures. Latin, I don't give a fuck. Every race got a handful of grown men that stand on business. Those the only ones that attract to my channel. Those the only ones that fully understand what's going on. You could be white, Puerto Rican, you could be whatever. You could be Cuban. You gonna recognize this because if you a grown man that stand on business, then you gonna recognize real. And I'm gonna recognize real. So it just is what it is. It is what it is. But the pain is real, B. The pain is real, man. I'm no different, bro. I'm not, nah. Motherfucker look right in your face and lie to you. Spit in your face, homie. Spit right in your face. Motherfuckers drain your energy, drain your money, drain you until you dry and kick your ass to the curb if you let them. And when it get down to the nitty gritty, the higher ups and the elites are always watching. They say, "Oh, we got him. Oh, he going through it. Hey, look, do this. Send this celebrity at him. Send that celebrity at him. Put some money in, or we put that cheese in front of him. He gonna bite that cheese. Oh, he down, homie. Look, 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 look. We got him. If you can see through the smoke and mirrors, you can see that. It make it easier not to bend, break, and fold when you know what you dealing with. When you know that all blessings ain't blessings. When you know that all money ain't good money. When you know that all opportunities ain't good opportunities. So listen, man, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, man, you can tap in, you can tap out. Hey, you know, I appreciate all the love. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the subscribers, all the investors. You know, we going to go deeper into this. But all my investors, all of you guys that are invested in this channel, is just a small bit of energy. You got a small bit of energy. You got a small bit of energy. You got a small bit of energy. But when I put all that energy together, we powerful, my G. When we put all that energy together, we are fucking powerful. And I appreciate that. I'm highly appreciative of the content. I'm highly appreciative of the engagement in the chat, in the comment section. We only going up, man, and we gonna go hard. I want 100,000. I want 100,000 this year, and I'm gonna tell you something. I don't care who it is, what it is, content creator or not. If you get in this lane, I'm gonna foul out. If you play with me, I'm a foul out. We not holding no punches this year. Nah. So listen, man, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Gang.